Hey, what's up, you guys? So, they put me a little far away from the light tonight, so I'm sorry if the lighting is terrible. Um, I don't know how many of you are sports fans. I really don't. Um, but I'm also a very big sports game guy. I love sports. And I love sports video games. So I know a lot of you have been asking me, I should do top tens. Um, so I should do top tens, top fives, top three, whatever. Um, so I figure tonight I'm gonna do my top five sports games. Um, and we're just gonna go from there. Um, I have to say, number five for me is a game that was made for the NES called Ultra Games, which is a division of Konami, for those that don't know. Also, screw Konami for messing with Kojima-san's vision. Um, it's a game called Base Wars, and it's basically baseball with robots. Um, and if two robots would get to the same base at the same time from different teams, I think, they would then engage in a fight to the robot death for the base. It was pretty awesome. There's also a funny story that comes with that. And I will save that for another video. But yeah, number five is definitely Base Wars. Number four for me, is, NBA Jam. Obviously, the greatest basketball game with no rules. I know some would say Arch Rivals or Double Dribble, but much like my experience with Mortal Kombat and other arcade games, this is a game that I watched a lot of people play in the arcades, and what got me was that outlandish announcer that would just come up with the most off of the wall things, and along with that, the fast over the top dunking from the foul line, even though you're not Michael Jordan. Dunking from the foul line, dunking 30, 40 feet high even. It was just awesome. And even more satisfying would be when you jammed so many times that you shattered the backboard, and the game would still go on like nothing happened. Plus, NBA Jam is pretty much the only way you can make the New York Knicks win now. Okay, sticking with the NBA Jam theme, number three is NFL Blitz. Now, I was introduced to this game by some friends of mine, and I played the crap out of this game for the PlayStation. I didn't have the arcade experience for this. There are literally no rules. They throw every single rule out the window. You get tackled, and you then have the ability to drop your big leg across the neck of your opponent if you want to. and they'll do nothing about it. The games are so high octane, so fast paced that you don't even know you're playing a football game at points. So yeah, NFL Blitz. Number 2. This is really difficult. I'm gonna have to go with Madden 95. That was the year that Madden football got full NFL and licenses. You had the Fox Sports logo in the corner. You had John Madden and Pat Summerall doing commentary. At the time, this was as close to football as you were going to get. Yes, John Madden football 92, 93, 94 were good, but they were pretty much unlicensed football games. Notification sound. You were pretty much playing unlicensed football games at that point. But this time you got to play with people like Steve Young and Troy Aikman and Emmitt Smith and Jamal Anderson on the Falcons. You got to play as your idols, and I thought that was pretty cool. Number 1 for me is the whole Sony MLB series, but I do want to go into some honorable mentions first before I talk about Sony and their deal with MLB. So some honorable mentions. There are 2. There's RBI Baseball, because that's where baseball games started for me. The RBI Baseball first came out in 87, so the Mets, which are my team, had the 86 rosters at that point, so it was cool to play as Lenny Dykstra, Darryl Strawberry, and so on and so forth. Notice how I mentioned the 2 guys that got done for drug use. Great. But it was my best chance to play with those guys. I got to play with, Keith Hernandez. I got to pitch with Dwight Gooden. It was just great. And the little sound that it would make when you pop up a ball. I remember that like it was yesterday. And the last honorable mention is NBA Live 10. Now, I know everybody would have expected, at least those that know me would have expected NBA Live 95 to be on there, because that's where I started my basketball game, life. But NBA Live 10, God, I remember having wars with my friend, I won't mention his name on camera, but we had great wars. He would be the Lakers, which at that point, had Shaq and Kobe, and, I would be the Kings that had, Peja Stojakovic, Mike Bibby, those guys. So we would do the playoff mode and see which one of us could make it to the finals, and there were a lot of times where we both made it to the finals together and squared off against each other. It was great. But now on to the true number one, which is the MLB series from Sony that later became MLB The Show. I started playing MLB games around '99 with two of my friends. I would go to their room and see them playing on PlayStation, and I would just obliterate the ball with the powers swing button, and that camera, and hearing Vin Scully make the call for the home runs. That was totally cool to me. It was the first time I had seen baseball presented in such a way. It was the first time I had seen baseball presented truly in a broadcast way on a video game, and to me that was amazing. Now you look back at the MLB series and you're like, these guys look like crap. How did I ever like this? But for the time, MLB broke ground, and they only got better ever since they went on to the PS2 and became MLB The Show. I believe they became MLB The Show in '06, and it's been that way from '06 on. And every year, the show seems to get better and better. My dad and I, we go back and forth playing home run derbies and playing games. It's just so much fun. Anyway, guys, I know it was impromptu, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick top 10. I saw something sports related on the internet, so I just figured why not give you my top 5 picks for sports games. Let me know in the comment section below what other kind of top 5s or top 10s you want to see, and I will do my best to give you what you want. I want to point out that we grew tonight. We got a new subscriber. Hold on. His name is Major 101. Welcome to the channel, my friend. I hope you enjoy the content. I hope you like it here, and if you ever want to reach out to me, follow me on Twitter, or catch me on Facebook. All of my social media is in my banner. Which, by the way, I just re-logged into my Instagram, so I'm going to be documenting some stuff on Instagram. People keep asking me about this IGTV thing, and will I go over there exclusively from YouTube? And my answer is right now, no. My plan is to stay on YouTube. They haven't been messing with my notifications and getting them sent out. Although, do let me know in the comments if you are getting every notification for every video. I'd like to know, so that I can reach out to the proper people and let them know that I'm who you want to see. That being said, guys, Major 101, thanks for subscribing. Um, and game on. Have a great night, you guys.